welcome back to Miss Palmer's Place. Today I'm actually going to show you some new techniques that I added to doing faux locks. I uploaded a video doing my own faux locks a while back, I think about 2 years ago, and that was actually the first time I've ever did faux locks before. So now that I've done it a few times, I think I changed the way I did. I've changed my technique quite a bit. Not a lot, but you know, a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just show you what I do differently in this video. I'm not going to get like some long start to finish type video. I'm just going to update you on a few things that I do differently now. You're probably going to see a lot of different techniques online and might feel like, why should you do that? This is just the way that I do it. It works for me, so I do it that way. There's a lot of different techniques you could probably see on YouTube, but this is the way Miss Palmer does it. So, originally in my old video, I installed my bass, I think with like a twist because it's like faster. Now I start with a box braid with every bass. And I still use the kinky hair, the kinky dreadlock hair, the Rasta-free kinky dreadlock hair as the base, and I use it to wrap the hair as well. So what I do is I braid the braid all the way past the natural hair just to protect it. Some people are like wrapping over the natural hair. I feel like it's a little lazy, and you know, I feel like it's more safe when you put a braid because, you know, it's in a braid, so it's a little bit more solid than just being out natural and you wrapping it in there. I feel like the hair get nappy and lock up in there. Nobody wants their hair locked up with the kinky hair when they trying to get the faux locks down. I don't know, I feel like it's easier as a base and makes it easier for you to take down. Anyway, besides that, I like to only use like one piece of dreadlock hair when I'm wrapping, because I feel like if I use multiple pieces of dreadlock hair, that sometimes the dread unravels, and I just think it's more work for all of that hair to lock when you're twisting. So, you know, if you're not twisting right or like overlapping each strand, like not completely, but like a third of the last strand that you wrap, it should overlap with the next piece so that the hair doesn't, you know, pull apart on a dread. I know you guys probably see like, oh, my dread is like coming apart, and it's probably because the hair wasn't overlapped properly. So I still do that. I've always done that. And the only thing different now is I used to seal my dreads with my braid sealer, which I use for like braid. Now I actually seal my dreads with a flat iron. So this is going to be important for you to watch here. You can actually seal your whole damn dread with the flat iron. The only thing I do not recommend is you don't seal anywhere that the natural hair is. So what I do is once I get past maybe like an inch past where the natural hair is, and you could tell because that'd be what's braided. So once you get past that, I like to seal it right at that point, because usually at that point I'm going to like grab another piece of hair and keep raveling, and I don't want that piece to get loose and unravel and kind of like mess up the dread look and give you that real unravel look. So I seal it at the end of my wrapping hair. And then when I add this next piece of hair, which I don't actually add another piece, what I do is I take some of the loose dread hair, because I use dread hair for the base and to wrap it. I take some of that loose dread hair and then I continue to wrap it with that next piece. But then I seal it when I start wrapping again, just so that piece doesn't unravel, because it just wasn't how it was laying before. So I feel like it's more, kind of just holds it a little bit better when you burn it right there too. So for my flat iron, I like to use it on the highest temperature, but you know, it's probably better for you to use it at 400 instead of 450, because if your flat irons is really hot, then it can melt the dread hair like really fast, and you really don't want it to melt because it'll give you hella shiny, like, you know, areas from where you burnt it, and you want to get like the least of that possible. So what I do is sometimes I'm on 400 or like 350, but you know, sometimes that's not hot enough and I be, you know, trying to move. But I'm kind of quick with it because I do it all the time. So I like lightly score the hair so it can like bind more. you know, some people use super glue to bind it. I feel like that's doing a lot. So I take my flat iron and I kind of like gently clamp and twist while I'm dreading the hair. If that makes sense, you'll see the video, so hopefully it makes sense. So I do that, and I do that in all the areas I feel like, you know, my hair might untwist, which is when I transition in a new piece to wrap. And at the bottom, because, you know, the bottom can get real crazy. So with the bottom, I still do it the same way. I have my wrapping piece and I have my base piece of hair, and I fold them both up, and I take the longest piece and I wrap it around the other piece that's laying flat with the braid. You'll see that in the video above if that didn't make sense. Hopefully you can put that together and it makes sense. But yeah, once I do that, I pretty much seal it all the way around on the bottom with the flat iron, lightly clamping and like kind of twist motion like that. Yeah, I do that all around the bottom, and then I just move on to the next part. So I repeat that step over and over and over and over and over and over again until I'm done. It usually takes me about 6-7 hours if I'm doing something small and long. And if I'm doing something big, it takes me 3 to 5 hours, depending on, you know, how big the parts are and how big the dreads are. But yeah, this is pretty much how I do it. This is the easy way for you to do yourself. And this is the easy way for you to do if you feel like, for whatever reason, your dreads keep unraveling. This will probably work cool for you because you can kind of like just fix it by, you know, using a flat iron, smoothing it back down. Like you can literally twist the dread back in the direction that the hair is being twisted. Like if you see it unraveling, and clamp it, and then it'll seal it back in. Just don't do too much. Don't get carried away and just start burning everywhere on the dread, because I don't want you to do it in the space where your hair is, because if you do that, you're probably gonna melt your hair into the dread. Then what you gonna do? Miss Palmer did not tell you to do that, so don't do that. Make sure you do not burn your hair with the dread hair and fuse it all together, because you wasn't paying attention to see where your hair ended, which should be all the way braided through. That's why I say you braid your hair all the way through with the base, and then afterwards you don't even need to braid it. Like you don't have to braid the whole base, just where your natural hair is. Seal that all the way through. Don't burn anywhere up in there. Burn after that, like an inch or two if you scared. But yeah, so that's how I do it now. Real simple, super easy. Let me know what you think about my technique, or if you've seen some other ways and you want to add some links or just share what you do. That's cool, because I'm always doing FauxLocs, so I will take advice. So leave that in the comment box, and don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe. Let me know if you're a new subby in the comment box. Just drop a comment like new subby. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm like at 933 or something like that. I feel like I want to get to 1,000. And it'd be nice if this video get more than 1,000 views. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because I've been asleep on YouTube, my views don't be super crazy. So share it if you like it. Try it and let me know how it goes for you. Let me know. I'm out. Thanks for watching.